The name's Death's Head. Heard of me, yes?
Welcome to the history of Death's Head, the Transformers bounty hunter.
Not bounty hunter, yes? Don't like that term. Understand?
Sorry, Mr. Head. What would you prefer?
Freelance Peacekeeping agent, yes? For certain financial remuneration, of course.
You've got questions? Death's Head has more questions. Welcome to the latest Patreon special missions request, courtesy of my brother from Bad Street, Sean Fuster, from the award-winning Just Lawful podcast. Check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other reputable podcast platforms, right? And one of his favorite characters from the Transformers G1 Marvel UK comic is this freelance peacekeeping agent.
Him and me both, yes.
Created by writer Simon Furman and artist Jeff Sr., his first appearance was Transformers UK issue 113, where he sees a bounty put out by Rodimus Prime on the at-large Decepticon commander Galvatron.
He puts out a reward on Galvatron and gets everyone to do his searching for him, yes?
So Death's Head takes up the bounty to find Galvatron, but he doesn't believe in bringing his targets in, dead or alive. His search begins with questioning Galvatron's lieutenants, Cyclonus and Scourge. He finds out from Cyclonus that Galvatron may have traveled back in time to 1987. Death's Head uses the same equipment to go back in time as well, where he runs into Bumblebee and makes short work of everybody's favorite Volkswagen Beetle. You can thank Death's Head for the creation of Goldbug in the Transformers UK comic, by the way. He makes his first comic cover appearance in Transformers UK 117, alongside Rodimus and Galvatron. The next target in his path of destruction is Soundwave, as well as Laserbeak. We get a look at some of his weaponry in this encounter, and how he's able to swap out weapon attachments onto his wrist. Rodimus Prime tries to cancel the bounty when he finds Galvatron himself, but quickly learns that Death's Head's contracts are ironclad.
Cancelled? I think not. Contractual obligations, yes. Should have considered this eventuality at the onset, yes.
Galvatron isn't interested in going peacefully with either of them, and opens fire on both. Death's Head is damaged in the attack and forced to retreat, vowing to make Rodimus his next target if he doesn't get paid. He appears on the cover again of issue 120, where he saves Rodimus from Galvatron because he hasn't been paid yet. The two have an epic one-on-one battle that results in Galvatron disintegrating Death's Head's spiked mace arm attachment, which is quickly replaced with his hand attachment. Galvatron decides to try the limb-swapping gimmick himself by ripping out Death's Head's entire left arm. The battle is cut short when Wreck-Gar's device sends Death's Head back to the future, but like Wreck-Gar himself, the device is pure junk, and fails to send Galvatron back as well. He returns in issue 133, gracing the cover once again, on the hunt for Rodimus Prime. The Terracon Blot tries to convince him to do it for revenge, but has to pay up because Death's Head never kills for free.
Rodimus Prime is as good as dead, yes.
Just as he's about to finish the job, Cyclonus and Scourge sneak up from behind and incapacitate Death's Head. Luckily for Death's Head, his shield takes the brunt of the blast, and he turns his attention to Galvatron's lieutenants. Once again, Rodimus makes Death's Head another business proposition, and Death's Head vows to bring Rodimus the heads of Scourge and Cyclonus for pay, as well as pleasure. He's back on the cover of issue 146, where he hunts down Scourge and Cyclonus. Before he can depart, though, a Junkion begs him for his help. Death's Head makes it clear he's not in the hero business.
What's in it for me, eh? Not a charity, you know. Simple heroics, not cost-effective, yes?
The Junkion checkbook is more substantial than Rodimus Prime's, though, so Death's Head agrees to help. And to show just how much it's business, not personal, Death's Head employs the help of Scourge and Cyclonus, promising to let them go afterwards. Never trust a mercenary, though.
Best to betray Cyclonus and Scourge and hunt them down anyway, yes.
It's yet another contract Death's Head can't collect on, though, as his Junkion benefactor goes up in smoke thanks to the Chaos Bringer. He becomes a minion of Unicron in 147, with Shockwave as his next target. He suffers the same mental anguish that Galvatron did in Transformers the movie at the hands of Unicron. He bests Shockwave and reduces him to scrap. We see just how strong his will is in issue 148, when he defies Unicron by allowing Wreck-Gar to escape. During one of Unicron's mental torture sessions, we learn that Death's Head can push himself psychically into the astral plane, where he hopes to fight Unicron on equal terms. Death's Head quickly finds out that he's no match for Unicron even in a non-physical realm, though. With no hope of victory, Death's Head believes it's better to die on your feet than live on your knees.
I am not your slave!
And is blasted by his master. His on-again, off-again nemesis, Rodimus Prime, once again becomes an ally as the two team up to thwart Unicron. His final appearance in the Transformers UK verse was hurtling through time to escape a massive explosion. There's some debate over whether Transformers was his first appearance in print. Some online sources claim his first appearance was actually in a one-page strip called High Noon Tex, printed in the back of various Marvel publications in 1987 before his first appearance in Transformers, in order to give Marvel ownership rights. High Noon Tex wasn't published until 1988, though, a year after his first appearance in Transformers. It even says 88 next to the signature in the final panel. Former Marvel UK editor Richard Starkings confirmed this on oink.blog, where he stated, "I dare say that between commissioning the strip, it's a one-page so you know it was my idea, and legal establishing the trademark, his appearance in Transformers notwithstanding, we weren't able to run High Noon Text beforehand. Why Marvel owns the character despite his first appearance being in Transformers is still unclear, though. As for his other Transformers-related media, he's referenced a few times in the 2005 IDW Transformers comic, as well as Beast Wars Uprising, although he's not named because of the rights being owned by Marvel Comics. The bounty hunter Lockdown is heavily inspired by Death's Head.
Name's Lockdown. I'm what you call a bounty hunter.
And even pilots a ship called the Death's Head. Being a Marvel-owned character, he's popped up in a few non-Transformers stories, including Doctor Who Magazine, Dragon's Claws, Marvel Comics Presents issue 76, She-Hulk number 24, Fantastic Four number 338, and a pair of his own solo comics.
Buy this comic and stay healthy, yes?
A 10-issue series that began in 1988, where he does battle with the Fantastic Four and Iron Man. He doesn't do so well against Iron Man, though.
Ever had your head ripped off, huh? Silly question, yes?
But getting appendages ripped off has never been something to slow him down. In a 4-issue series in 2019, this merc has gotten some merch, too.
Huh, well, someone out there likes me, yes?
In 2013, a HeroClix miniature. In 2014, a Hasbro Avengers Infinite 3 3/4 figure, the line that replaced Marvel Universe. And in 2024, he got a Marvel Legends figure, which included his trusty shield and swappable arm attachment weapons. Thanks to Sean for the pictures. Both figures featured the blue armor that he wore in the majority of his solo comic, instead of the green armor from his Transformers UK appearances.
I am open for business, yes?
And in 2024, I got the chance to meet the creator of Death's Head, Simon Furman, at TFCon Toronto and chat a little bit about everybody's favorite freelance peacekeeping agent. Yes? I wanted to ask a question on behalf of my friend Sean Fuster in Australia. He was wondering how you came up with Death's Head's unique speaking style.
Yeah, the thing about Death's Head was he started off as a pretty disposable bounty hunter character. We weren't really sure we were ever going to reuse him. He was in a Hasbro property comic, so we wanted to, just sort of, make him look visually enticing and then kill him off at the end of the story. But when we saw Jeff's, amazing rendition of him, we sort of knew we had something a bit special there. And that's when I started to layer in some of the personality traits and character tics and way of speaking that became his sort of trademark. So it was definitely an evolution, and while we were doing that, we decided, well, if we're going to reuse him, let's make him a Marvel character so that we can lift him out of Transformers as and when we're ready. So lots of wheels were set in motion when those first pages of issue 113 dropped in our laps. We just thought, okay, let's do something with Death's Head. He's too good to waste.
Hope you enjoyed this look at one of the most memorable, albeit least featured, G1 Transformers characters. Thanks to Sean for the request, as well as lending his voice to Death's Head. And thanks as always to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon. If you'd like to see what that's all about, head on over to patreon.com/MichaelMercy.
Okay. I'll take a look, then decide.
And thank you channel members as well for hitting the join button. Thanks for watching, remember to hit the like to give the video a spike, and to join the tribe, hit subscribe. Good night, good luck, God bless, and Nerdmas Day.
Yes.